Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is one of my favorite looks I've probably ever created. I just think it's so flattering on my eye color. So we're starting with a bare face, and I'm really sick today, so let's just ignore that. I'm starting with e.l.f. mineral face primers, the gold one and the green one. I spoke about these in my most recent favorites, and I love them. I love them mixed together. They are pore filling, which is exactly what my skin needs at the moment because it's just a little bit crazy. Then I'm going in with Loreal Infaillible foundation. I love this stuff. You guys know that. It's just one of my go-to foundations. I just keep falling back to it because the formula is so great. So what I'm doing is just buffing it in circular motions all over my face. I think I used around 1.5 pumps. 2 pumps always seems just a little bit too much for me. Then I like to dab it in and just make sure it's all settled. Then for concealer, I'm going with MAC Prolongwear Concealer. And I'm concealing one eye at a time in a triangular motion, patting it in with my fingers. I find that using your fingers just warms up the skin and works that product into those fine lines and wrinkles that you have under your eyes. Then I'm setting it with this Airbrush veil by Thin Lizzy. It is one of my favorite products at the moment. It just seems to really set that under eye area really nicely and make it look really seamless and non-creasing. So then I'm just going ahead and doing my other eye and popping quite a lot on my chin because I've got a lot of breakouts there. And then I'm setting all that with that same powder. Then I'm taking this Rimmel face powder, and I have been loving this at the moment. Usually I don't like mattifying powders, but this really gives your skin such a beautiful texture and finish that it's just worth it. It's won me over. Then I'm going in and filling in my brows. I'll leave my full brow tutorial as always down below in the down bar, so check that out if you want to know how I fill in my brows. Then I'm taking this amazing warm brown color by MakeupGeek called Latte, and I'm popping that in my crease. So what I'm doing with this color is I'm focusing most of the product in the outer crease. As you can see, I'm just going back and forth, focusing mostly on that outer crease and then buffing it all the way in. What I wanted to do with this was just make it a really nice sweeping color all over the crease, almost all the way up to the eyebrow as well. So I started focusing mostly in the crease, and then as you can see now, I'm blending it and buffing it out further so it's more blown out. Then I'm taking that down onto the lower lash line with a smaller fluffy blending brush and just really working that into that lower lash line. Then I'm taking this burnt reddy orangey color by MakeupGeek called Goddess. It's one of my favorite colors at the moment, and it's been sitting in my palette and I haven't been using it. So I'm using that same smaller fluffy brush, and I'm focusing again in the outer crease. As you can see, I'm just building that color up to the intensity that I want it, and then finally bringing it in a little bit further. Not the whole way into the inner corner, but I am bringing it in pretty much like till 1/3 of the way in, if that makes sense. And then once I'm happy with that, I'm just bringing that color up a little bit into my crease. And then we're going in with the Jaclyn Hill Favorites palette and this reddy brown color, which is one of my favorite colors actually at the moment. And I'm popping that again in the outer crease. So I'm focusing most of the color in that outer portion of my eye and then bringing it in almost a little bit over halfway into the inner corner. What I want to do is build up this color, and then we're going to blend it out up and into the crease higher. So what I'm doing here is, as you can see, I'm flicking that color out slightly so it's sort of winged, and then making like swiping motions and blending that color up higher into the crease. I just found this gave it a really nice gradient effect, and we had that deep color and then lighter colors going down onto the lid. Then I'm taking it in the outer portion of my lower lash line and meeting it up with that flick that we've made. Then just for a little bit of extra gradient, I'm taking this color by MakeupGeek called Chickadee and very lightly buffing that into that sort of crease portion that leads to where I'm going to use a brow bone highlight. You can sort of see how just a tiny bit of that color goes a long way. Then I'm taking this NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in the color Cucumber, which I think is so cute, and I'm going to mix that with this Loreal Infaillible color. I love how this turned out, and I just think it's the most amazing thing. So I'm popping that all over my lid, and then I'm using just the tip of a brush that came with an eyeshadow, a random eyeshadow, to really spread that color out and create a nice crisp line to work with. Then I'm using that same brush to pat that color on just in the like outer portions of the eye. So I'm using that for precision, and then I'm going to go in with my finger and really pat and pack that color on. I find using a combination of these two techniques just gives you the best color payout and the neatest application. Then I'm taking this brown color by MakeupGeek called Mocha, and I am popping that in my crease again. So we're going to deepen up the line between the green shadow and the red eyeshadow that we put in before. I'm building that color up really close between the red and the green, just to create that really nice rounded sort of hooded shape to the eye look. You want to take this all the way into the inner corner, not quite the inner corner, but most of the eye, to really shape that eye, and then you want to take it down onto the lower lash line in the outer corner as well. Then I'm taking this matte white color to highlight my brow bone and just sort of clean up any areas that need cleaning up. And then going in with liquid liner. Then I'm taking NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk, and I'm lining my lower waterline. This is just going to really open up those eyes because I've got such a hooded effect on the top portion of my eyes. I'm also taking that down into the inner corner and then pressing in that matte white that we highlighted with, just to really open up those inner corners. Then I'm bringing a little bit of that eyeliner down onto that lower lash line, just in the outer third of the eye, just to really join that wing up. Then I'm going in with mascara and lashes. Today I'm going to be using SocialEyes Minx lashes because I just thought they were the perfect sort of lash that I wanted for this look. Okay, for bronzer today or contouring, I'm going to use my Models Prepare mineral powder, and I am using my contour brush first, and I'm really buffing that in. I like to press down some colour and then really buff it out to create a nice contour line. Because this product is quite light and it's not so pigmented, I find this is a great way to sort of give yourself a contour while not being too harsh. So I'm taking that down my nose as well, and under my lip I think I did as well. And then I'm going in with a different brush and that same product and just creating a more bronzed look. I find this is the perfect application for this product because you never go overboard too much. Then for blush, I'm taking this Essence blush. It's like a really beautiful corally pink color in the color Secret It Girl. And I just found that this was the perfect sort of color to go with those hues in the crease. Then for highlight, I'm using one of my all-time favorite highlighters, the Ben Nye Luminaire powder, and as you can see here, it is just intense. You do not need any of this product. It goes such a long way and it's so beautiful. You can use it as highlight, you can use it as eyeshadows. It's seriously such a multitask product. I love it. So I'm just taking that on the highest points of my cheeks, down the bridge of my nose, and on my Cupid's bow, just to really highlight those points and make them a feature. Then for lips, I'm taking this Savvy Ultra Matte lip color in the color Lights Camera. I'm popping that all over my lips and using it to really define my lip shape. Then I wanted to create a more sort of gradient ombre effect to really get that plump, pouty lips. So then I'm taking my favorite Bo Beauty Sheer lipstick and I'm just placing that in the center of my lips. So I'm using my bottom lip and the top lip, and I'm just sort of popping quite a lot of that product in there and then throwing over the top a nude gloss. And that just gave really pouty sort of dimension to the lips. And that's the finished look, guys. I hope you liked this tutorial. I definitely did. It's definitely a look that I'm going to wear again. I hope you have an awesome day, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be my April favorites. It is April, right? Alrighty guys, so April has been a whirlwind sort of month for me.